talk to friendly grandma.
Aloy,
Friendly grandma.
how kind of you to
Her
spend
hair
a
is
moment
clipping.
with me before
It
you
always
depart.
clips.
There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing.
A blessing.
A blessing.
The will of the goddess.
Only Ted's allowed to say that.
It's really not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but
But she
I
can do
believe
it.
in you.
Of course she can do it.
Thank you.
She doesn't look a thing like Jesus. But
So let's learn about Rost.
But she
Tirsa.
talks like a gentleman.
I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me. Said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Fucking
Tell
tell
me.
me.
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
We knew that.
That's not such a long
What do you
story.
mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Her mouth is so off, it's distracting.
No.
Just like fucking tell me the whole thing. I hate when games
that?
do
I
this.
know. Like, I already asked you
would
to
know
tell
it
me.
as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there.
Her arms
Ross
are out of
was one
control.
of
I know, I hate that animation. It's worse
His
than the
mate
head
was
shake.
killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed?
Rost was one of the braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border, Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
They weren't. God, stop! These prompts are fucking annoying.
It pisses me off because again, it's like just tell me.
Yeah.
No.
It'd be one thing
Rost
if you
was
had
beside
different
himself
options,
with
like
grief,
what you
but
could
even
ask,
so,
but
he
you
Yeah.
just,
never had broken taboo.
Well, even then, it's still like again, like what's the point?
He
Because
called
it's
upon
like
the most terrible
it
and
doesn't
secret
change
rite of the
anything if
Nora
you
tribe.
ask certain things, you know.
Yeah.
He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
God, that's so dumb.
A Death Seeker.
A Death Seeker.
Death Seeker?
A Death Star.
What is that?
One who dies
Don't do that
to
to
go
Star
seeking.
Wars. I'm not even a
That's
Star
not
Wars
good.
fan, and I'm like, don't do that to Star Wars. Don't sully its
The
name by
ritual
comparing it
takes the
to
spirit
this.
from one's body.
And I was going to
releasing
Tachi
it
Station to
all
pick up some
mother's
power
care.
converters.
I don't know what you're talking
Right.
about.
The mind thinks, but the spirit has
Fucking-
moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
She's making this way more long-winded than it
I
has
know.
to be.
But Rost did return.
Yes. A full year later. And terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious. In agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very outlanders that Rost pursued.
So Rost never finished his mission.
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us.
Like, seriously, girl,
Hoping
you're
to
not
die
telling,
as
like, a
close
bedtime
to the
story to
sacred
kids.
I know,
Like,
like, for fuck's sake.
He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border.
We
and
get it, he
nursed
was
back to
wounded, he
health.
was dragged back across the
That was
border.
done
You've said
too.
it like 16 times.
sorry, we're pissy because we were just bitching about
In a
stuff
difficult
while
Other
position.
eating.
things, yeah.
So we're gonna be...
General
Couldn't you
fandom
just
salt.
welcome
Yeah.
And lots of it.
Rost had been made a death seeker, Aloy.
I know
no
he
longer had any
was.
place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast.
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all
Like,
he
fuck
suffered.
off.
To be
No.
declared
Like,
an
Aloy,
outcast
why are
was his
you...
reward.
Like, you don't know what...
Rost was overjoyed. He
See,
never
like, you
expected
spent so
to
much
live
time with
another
Rost.
day
Do you
in the
know how much he
sacred
loves the
land,
tribe?
let alone
Yeah,
the
and
Like-
she's so, like,
so
indignant
close
about
to the
it, and it's like,
goddess.
this was his choice.
Yeah.
He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All-Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway.
But you're a cool atheist girl.
Took
Yeah.
a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl. Doesn't that strike you as
I'm
callous?
surprised that they were, like,
I'm
terrified of
inclined
her.
to
I
think
think
the
they
course
would have
of
been
events
worshipping
has
her
shown
from the
the
start if she
wisdom
came
of
from
our
the mountain.
choice.
I think it's actually interesting that's, like, a
And I'm
division.
quite
Yeah.
certain that
So I
God
like that.
laid
Mhm.
eyes on you.
Like, I feel like
We saw
there should have
you
been
as
more
a
than
gift.
just her who's, like...
Yeah, yeah.
Like, no, she's something special.
Alright,
I feel like it should have been really, like... I mean, the whole tribe is people, like, either, like, it's her.
Yeah, more divided.
You know, I think that would have been better.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, okay.
I thank you
So,
for
do you
doing what
remember
could to
way
help me
back,
through the
I
years.
said, I call
telling
bullshit
me
that
your
Ross
story.
wouldn't have just
I wish
taken
I could
her
have done more.
to another place.
Yeah.
But
I
I
still
am
hold
just
by that
one
because
woman.
if he's willing to leave the sacred
As am I.
lands to avenge his daughter,
Mm-hmm.
I
Just
feel
on
like
the
to
same
give
ship.
her the best shot at life and
Oh.
treat her like another daughter,
Thank you, Aloy.
he would have left.
Yeah.
He already,
I will
like,
pray for you.
had given
Okay.
up his, basically his
Guess it
soul
can't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
to get revenge and leave it, the land. I feel like he would want her, Aloy, to be happy as his own daughter. I'm not talking to anyone else because fuck everyone.
Ah!
Everyone either just sucks her dick or they're like, get it, like the one guy, him.
Yeah.
He's like, get away from me. I knew you were trouble all along.
Oh my god.
So fuck it. I'm
Of
not
course.
talking to them.
Yeah.
But so like, I still believe that he would have done that. He would have sacrificed again his soul for a daughter.
Yeah. It, like, he cared for Aloy enough to have done that. I see it.
Every interaction we've had with him, like, he would do anything for her.
Mm-hmm. It was kind of like he had nothing but the tribe, so that's why he agreed to be an outcast. But
Right.
once he got Aloy, I feel like
I feel like he would
very
have left.
possible that things would have changed. Yeah.
Like, you don't have to agree with me. That's just my opinion. You know, but like, I just like personally, I don't believe he would stay and like raise this little girl to be all alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. Especially again with like where you go places in Meridian and you see fucking Nora. You know, we go to Sunfall, we see the Nora.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there should have been a small Nora tribe of outcasts that we run into outside the Sacred Lands.
It would make sense for there to be, since there are clearly Nora outside the Sacred Lands.
Right. So like, I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I can see people disagreeing with it, but I also I don't know, I can see it either way, but I do feel like for Aloy, Rost would have done it for her.
Yeah. So, alright, fuck it. God. We got a lot of fighting to do. We got a lot of fighting to do.
Fun times. Fun times for you.
Yeah. But no, we're almost there.
We're right at the end, yeah?
Yeah. Like I said to you while we were eating, I think this mission's gonna probably be like 40, 45 minutes or so. Because I know it's, again, a bunch of listening to stuff.
Yeah.
So, I'm good. Like, not that you can really go fast when listening to these things. I'm gonna...
It just sort of, like, takes as long as it takes.
Well, like, to get up to it, you have to fight a bunch of monsters. Machines! Sorry, I don't know what... My brain is melting.
Thinking about Monster Factory.
Yeah, that's fucking better storytelling than this.
God, it really is. They come up with full stories for their characters.
Every time.
Every goddamn time.
But, like, yeah, so we're gonna have to fight a bunch of machines to get to it, but, like... once we're in there, it's basically a set amount of time.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna try to fight the machines as fast as possible.
Okay.
Oh, look at them go!
I have a really irrelevant question.
Uh-huh.
When you light a campfire to save, does it stay lit the entire game?
No. It's registered that you saved there. I think those are bad people. I don't want to be... Let's see. Yep, no.
Bye!
It'll just smolder. That's all.
Okay. Because I know, it's like sometimes you run past a campfire and it's lit, and sometimes it's not.
Right.
And I'm like, I feel like you probably saved at these places before.
If I fast travel to it...
Then you saved there.
Yeah, I've already, like... You don't even have to save at that campfire to be able to fast travel to it. You just have to, like... Yeah, you just have to go near enough. Yeah. Like, once it turns green on, like, the little thing there, it's, like, registered that you can save there and you can fast travel there.
Gotcha.
Which I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Like... Because it'd be, like, annoying to be like, oh, well, I guess I gotta turn here, I guess I gotta turn here just to get it out of the way. I mean, luckily it's, like, you know, they're generally, like, in a good placement. So
it seems like it. That's the one thing I really like about the way they designed the world.
Yeah, no, this world, I think it's very well done.
Yeah. How they let you fast travel. Like, pretty much right away, right?
Yeah. No, you remember, we got the one, like, backpack right away, but it wasn't like the infinite one. But even then, it's like to fast travel without it, all you have to do really is collect meat. So all you have to do is kill things, or you can buy them. So it's not like...
It's really not all that difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there are a ton of campfires everywhere. They're pretty conveniently placed where you can just kind of run past them and, like, get the checkpoint from what it seems like.
And I also like how there's not too many where it's, like, to the point where you're like, holy shit, they're, like, taking over the map.
Yeah.
Like, when you zoom out and they're there, you're like, oh, man.
It seems like a lot, but they're really pretty well placed from the looks of it.
Yeah. Ugh, stalkers.
Time to stalk the stalkers.
No. So when I was playing on ultra hard, I literally jumped up and I was like way back here.
Yeah.
And the monsters. What fuck?
Yeah,
the machines.
Monsters.
I know. The machines saw me by there and started attacking me.
Oh my god.
It like they can hear you from so far away. It's insane. So it's like I really do like ultra hard, but it's like, damn, it can be a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Turkey. Huh?
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 Mm-hmm.
I still see you.
Yep. Hey guys, what's
Oh
up?
shit, there's another one right there. Oh wait, stalkers, I really should do...
Doing.
so they're weak to electricity.
Ah. I kind of feel like all machines would be, you know?
Yeah. But I get why they have it, like, some are weak to fire and
Yeah.
stuff. And it's, like, that's not really, like, a complaint or anything.
Oh, not at all, not at all. I'm just, like, making a comment.
Yeah, yeah, no, I know.
Like,
Again,
it's so for gameplay purposes, it's like, yeah, of course.
Well, like I said, I feel like we have to constantly be
I
like,
know,
this is not a complaint.
Because we've been so shitty. No, totally, totally. It's true.
No! Idiot.
Look at this dipshit idiot. Walked right into a fucking trap.
Oh my god, is this it? Wait,
Are there more?
I don't know. Those look like lights way back there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, like, when it was ultra hard, there were, like, I think, like, 2 Ravagers also, and, like, Glidhawks and stuff. I was knocked off, like, a part of the cliff, and I had to restart.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think that's a light. Way back there.
I think so.
Let's see.
You missed.
I know.
I don't think it's anything.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna fucking find out, won't we? When you get charged.
Hello.
Anybody there? Anybody home?
I really like the sounds they make, though.
I do too.
Help.
Anime girl noise.
At least it's not that. Fox. Dead.
Bye, Fox.
Yeah, fatty meat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was so much easier than on Ultra Hard. I honestly didn't know if they added machines or if it was just, like, purely,
Like difficulty.
Yeah. Because there were also, like, the giant, like, ostrich ones and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it was so hard. Like, I was blasted off that cliff, man.
Yeah, God, keep talking about how you're such a cool girl for doing it. For kicking ass.
No, I'm saying,
I'm
like,
just
I was
kidding.
killed!
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
Oh, there's... Wait. I'm changing this. I'm making my life easier again.
Oh yeah. Do it, do it. Always make your life easier.
Yeah.
That's the noise I make in the morning when I wake up.
The noise I make is snore, snore.
Just like that, I'm sure.
Yep.
Snore, snore.
God, I wish I was a morning person, man.
I really would. It would make my life so much easier if I was a morning person, but I'm just not.
I, like, take, like, 2 hours to wake up. So, like, my fucking, like, alarm goes off for, like, 2 hours before I wake up.
I choked on spit.
It's okay.
No, me too. I have to set an alarm, like...
I just set an alarm to set an alarm, basically.
I know, pretty much. It's like 7:25, 7:27, 7:32,
Yep.
7:36.
I even do
7:40.
it where it's like my phone and a clock.
Yeah. And I have to also frequently change the like tones that I have.
Yeah,
set,
yeah, because otherwise I get
you-
used to them.
Yeah, and then you keep sleeping through them. Yeah, all the time. All the time. And even sometimes I have to change the time that I have them set by like a couple of minutes just to like mix it up a little. Like it's like if it gets too routine, my body will just like adapt to it and I will
shit!
continue to just sleep through it.
Yep. I just don't want to fight.
I can tell. That's okay. You're doing alright so far.
You're doing great, Sweaty!
Slutty, you're doing great.
Haha. Wait. Haha.
Yeah. Yeah, because at my job now, like, my shift doesn't start until 10:30. And I still, like, I get up at, like, between 7:30 and 8 o'clock just so I have time to, like, exist before I have to go to work.
And that's the bad thing about not being a morning person is that you're like, oh shit, like I wasted so much time. Like I have to like do all this quickly, but you can't.
I know.
Because I'm not awake.
I know. It's like I'm still running late in the morning, even though I get up with more than enough time to like shower and get on the road. Because it's like no, I wake up and I like sit at my kitchen table and stare into space while drinking coffee because like I'm not a person yet.
Yep. I hate that so much. And it's like, man, like whenever people are like, it's not that hard to wake up.
It's like, yeah, it fucking is, actually. It really is.
Also like, hey, try like not being able to sleep ever.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing to see here.
Damn it.
Get up there, Aloy.
Get up there, you bum!
You lazy bum.
Eh. Shh, shh. You gotta be quiet. Achoo! Yeah.
Ding. Yeah.
Wait, is he behind the rock? I can still get him!
Yeah. Oh, no ammo.
Still get him.
You got him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, now I gotta change.
You gotta always be prepared.
Yep,
You're like a Boy Scout. You gotta expect the unexpected.
yeah. I was in Indian Princesses, duh.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, no, you probably told me that.
Nah, I never told you.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's something I should have known, but I just forgot, but I guess not.
I used to love that, though.
I was never in it.
Oh, no? My dad was, like, it's funny, because, so, like, Tina's grandkids are now, like, they're old enough to, like, do things like that. And
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like, my dad was, like, telling, her son-in-law, like, yeah, you should really do Indian Princesses. It's basically dads getting drunk around a campfire while their kids just entertain themselves.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, he's like, I was like, oh, so you didn't want to spend time with me? He was like, I drank so much. And it's funny because it's like thinking back, yeah, I totally see how drunk they were.
Yeah, it's like you don't realize it at the time.
Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, it was totally like, the dads were all like around the campfire dancing and stuff, and we're like, haha, it's fun. It's like, oh, they were shit-faced.
Yeah, they were just like, they were just drunk out of their mind.
Like, oh, it's one of those things where it's like, man, I do really have though great memories with it, because it is like, I don't know what you know about Indian Princesses.
I know fuck all about it.
Okay, so basically like once a month or so, you have like meetings where you, like the dads and daughters like do crafts together, and then like once every like season, you guys go camping together, and like
That's fun.
yeah, and it's like you have like the Olympics where like each tribe does like they try to win, and it's like I don't know, it's just like it's not. I mean, it's obviously not the most politically correct thing.
Yeah.
But it's like they have like little art competitions for the daughters, so like shit. Like they have like where you have to draw patches, so like everything is like they'll have like hunting moon. So you like the kids will draw like what's hunting moon, and then like if you win, like your tribe like kind of gets a little reward, and everyone in like the nation wears like your drawing. So it's like little things like that are like really nice for kids.
Yeah. It's like, and it's a good thing for like dads and daughters too.
And like again, like with the Olympic things, it's like it's again it's all about the team. So it's like great team working stuff.
Yeah.
So it's really positive in that way, and then it's like so I think it's, if I remember correctly, they might have changed this again because I haven't done this in fucking like 20 years.
A long time.
But like they had it where it's like spring, winter, fall, like you're all in like cabins, but in the summer it's like tents and stuff, so it's like more like kind of hardcore camping.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just really, it was really fun. Like I think back and it was like a great time.
Aww.
Yeah. And even though my dad didn't want to go to be with me. Apparently was just so he can get drunk.
That's really funny. Oh, man.
But yeah. It's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, if I ever had kids, which is a massive if, I would totally be like to my, like, future husband, like, you're gonna do, like, shit like that for my kid.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? Because it is, like, it's a great way to spend time with your children.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You need that. And I like that it's focused on dads, you know?
I do too. Because especially, I feel like so many girls, especially, don't have a good relationship
Right,
with
and
their
no,
dads.
that's totally why I liked it.
Yeah, and it's like, I feel pretty lucky that, for the most part, like, obviously we still fight and, like, have had our issues.
But you have,
it's
like, a pretty good relationship with your dad.
Yeah, generally really good, and I know you tend to, too. You know, again, they're always,
I mean,
it's
like,
not perfect,
I
like,
was gonna say, I mean,
yeah.
I know, like, when you came over here today, I was like, I'm so fucking annoyed.
Yeah, and I know, I mean, you've heard me complain about shit that my dad does, too.
No,
so
it's not like I like, sit there like, oh, you don't like your dad. Your dad is terrible with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, no, we're both pretty lucky in that we've had pretty good relationships.
Absolutely.
With our dads,
I know I'm lucky. And I do,
yeah.
like, I always think, like, man, I feel so bad for people who don't have, like, a good relationship with their dad, because, like, honestly, like, having a good relationship with both parents is so rewarding.
It really is, and it's like, it's sad that so many people don't have that.
Right. I mean, it's not like I had, like, the greatest relationship with my mom, but still, like, it's not like I had a bad... I did have a great...
You had your struggles, but...
yeah, where we would have months where we wouldn't talk to each other.
But, you know, there were good things and all that,
right.
too, so...
But no, it's... I'm being a shit right now.
I know, but, I mean...
But you know how things were.
Yeah, no,
I
understand.
Things were complicated.
They were very complicated, so...
But it's like, yeah, I do genuinely feel bad when I hear about how bad people's relationship is with their parents.
Yeah.
And I am really grateful for how my parents were.
Yeah, no, and I am too. Because again, like, I've complained about plenty of this shit that both of my parents have pulled, and I don't think, you know, in certain things, it's like, yeah, I think they've totally been bogus or said things that are outrageous.
Absolutely.
And they haven't made the right choices, and it's like, I can see that now as an adult,
and
but
it's
still,
also, like, I see where, like, not in a bad way, but it's like, where the fault of my parents are now.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, how it's like, no, that wasn't on me, that was on them, and it's like, as an adult, I can see this, instead of being, like, 13 and not being able to, like...
Yeah, like, you're wrong, and I know what it's all
yeah,
about.
yeah, and now it's like, no, looking back on it, it's like, yeah, you know, like, I don't agree with what my parents did here, I don't think they did the right thing.
Or even just seeing, like, how it's like, wow, you have a really bad view of the world with this. Or
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised you feel this way, considering your upbringing, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny, because it's like, I feel like my dad's pretty liberal for, like, a baby boomer.
He really is.
But
like,
he's also, like, he's got his moments. But, like, so, like, the Olympics are on right now.
Yeah.
And he saw Johnny Weir, and he was like,
You'll see.
I'm so shocked that, like, he's just so flamboyant and open about it. I'm like, yeah, Dad.
Like, it's 2018, not
like,
even 17, oh my god.
I know, I was like, it's not that big of a deal. He's like, really? I feel like he's so bold. And like,
it's a lot more acceptable now.
Yeah,
like,
and, like, I know my dad's not saying these things to be bad.
Yeah, it's
like I can see, like,
used to a different world.
Yeah,
you know, like
he's used to like people being closeted.
Yeah.
Like, actually, he used to have one roommate, and like he was convinced he was gay because, like, especially he like would get really upset when people would talk about relationships of any kind.
Yeah.
And I guess the moment my dad like proposed to my mom, he like picked up his stuff and left.
Whoa.
And like he didn't hear back from him for 30 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, and he just like reconnected with this dude like
Holy
last
shit.
year. So like he's like, I have nothing against gay people or anything, but and it's like he's like, I might have lived with one.
Yeah.
But it's like when he's like, yeah, with like Johnny Weir, it's like, okay, I can see your baby boomer coming out.
Burned and blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key.
A keyblade.
No.
A key
The
car.
failure of imagination.
A car key. Damn it. Oh my god, words are so fucking hard.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door.
I love him.
You were the one born to do this, not me.
I'm going in.
Time for me to head in.
Yes.
Except for not really.
When you find the
I
master
gotta
override,
pee.
you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.